to do poetry to Mellissa and her piece.
Mellissa and I'm representing Sen Arts. This is called 10 Things I Wish I Never Told You. 1. Hello. 2. I like your eyes. They remind me of my own and the sea. God, I love the sea. I could drown in your cornflower blues. 3. Why can't you stay? Please, stay. 4. I wish I got to know your soul better in person. I wanted to skim the cracks in your mind with my fingertips, mist over your eyes with my breath, hold your heart in my hands. I wanted to feel your heartbeat in my fingertips. 5. I think I'm in love with you. You fed me acid with your thoughts. I didn't have to trip to know I fell for you hard. I saw swirls on my skin wherever I wanted you to touch me. My thighs have bruises from your lips because even though your mouth never met my limbs, they ached for you anyway. 6. I miss you so bad, I feel it in my bones. Talking to you almost hurts more than helps, but you're Smirnoff and I'm a damn alcoholic. I feel you sliding down my throat, burning your way through me like nothing, but somehow I still love it. I'd take you straight, no chaser. 7. I still love you. It's been a hell of a year, like I've been fighting a war, and I can't reconcile with my unrequited love. My unrequited love. Screw whoever thought love was romantic. See, loving someone you can't have is still love. Do you see that shit written in Valentine's Day cards? Dear, insert name here. I know you're not mine, never have been, probably won't be, but I still love you. Tell your girlfriend I say hi. Yours truly, Mellissa, XOXO. Oh man, they can't market that shit. 8. I miss your laugh. It sneaks its way into my mind when I try not to think about you. God, I don't want to think about you. Stop laughing in my ear. Your milky sweet voice ghosts around my neck, tangling me in your words. I can't count how many times you said forever on both my hands. 9. I'll get over you one day, but it's not fair that you can still be okay when I'm still bleeding. I never knew I was anemic until you cut me with I love yous that weren't meant for me. 10. I miss you so much. 10. Please leave her. 10. I still love you. 10. I need you like blood in my veins. So 10. Silence speaks louder than words. So 10. I guess this isn't a goodbye. I'm gonna see you later.
Okay. So, hi, my name is Aurora Limb, and I am from Sen Arts.
Sen Arts!
And if I can keep the page open, this poem is called Vapor Dreams. Because I can't keep this. Never mind. Okay. Fuck it. I hope you clasp their vapor dreams to every blood cell in your skin like divinity and secrets. Be mesmerized by the soft gurgles they make and the way their night strands outline the perfect curvature of their faces. Lavish in your synchronized heartbeats as their baby blues and hazels transcend into unconscious utopias. I hope you whisper their names like they are the sun and you are our polytheistic ancestor, bowing to the mere mention of their presence. I hope you treat them as irreplaceable presents given to you by the grace of God, because you've got a lot of repenting to do. Altars for every seemingly minuscule memory, and study them like astrologists study stars. And don't forget them like the star clusters you strayed away from. I hope you're shedding waterfalls every time they stutter your name. Make sure they know every syllable of your name. Make sure they feel every overflowing dribble of love coming from your heart in any given millisecond of the day, and never make them want nothing more than to forget you. We wanted nothing more than to forget you, but they want to know you like we once wanted to know you. Please don't make the same mistake twice. I hope you plant dedication after every exhaled breath your new wife takes. Make her feet wet with love's sweet liquid after every toe touch, and skip beats with the musicality of her laughter. Delve into her laughter like Marshall the Martian. I hope your new kids know more about you than your love for Marshall the Martian. I hope they play music boxes with your voice and fall asleep to it like rockabys. Did we not deserve your rockabys? I hope you know that they deserve your rockabys. I hope your voice in its imperfect pitch guards them with the honorable man persona we perceive as primitive. I hope you're their knight in shining silver we used to base off you, but found that all those fairy tales are full of it. I hope they don't know you're full of it yet. I hope you'll never be, I hope you'll never give them those broken shards of glass you promised were diamonds, mesmerized the date their father's life came into their existence, because you should already exist in their lives on a daily basis. I hope you caress your new daughter's head every star I have at night, still I'm here for yous, in case then I love you, so she'll never have to question what a man's love feels like. I hope you douse your new son's formula with pride, so that he'll know whatever he does, he's worth something to you. Make sure they're worth something to you and they know. Cherish their mother the way you should have cherished ours. Don't make her carry a man's weight that wasn't meant for women's shoulders. I hope they don't find out we exist through Facebook like I found out about them. I hope you'll be a man enough to admit to your past, but even if you can't, I hope you raise them in every way you forgot to raise us.
I'm Ifeanyi and I'm representing Zen Art.
Zen Arts!
And this poem is called Your Toxins. This atmosphere is full of thick smoke, and when I inhale, it's like I'm taking a dose of your poisonous medicine, only this time I didn't choke. I just took it in, and I knew I would die, but it felt like you were saving me when you spoke. You would spew out these beautiful pleas into my ear, makes me feel like everything is right in my world of words, because you knew that I lived not on what I saw, but what I heard. And so the inconsistence of your love created a dangerous aroma in the air, and it isn't fair that I have to breathe in your inevitable toxins. Why do I have to wear the air mask? I didn't ask to be put in this situation. I didn't ask you to come to me with your temporary infatuation, but I always fall. I always fall right into the trap because I have traits and knickknacks that other teenagers laugh at, make me so vulnerable and weak. Why do I believe every sweet word you speak when I know that you don't truly mean it? But in the moment, you never really show it. All this love you speak of, all I want is to love and be loved. Do you need someone? Is it too much talk? Did I wait too long? Got words. Don't change. The more I breathe you in, the better chance of me dying. So the doctor told me that I better stop trying to survive your fire, which I'd only been in for quite a long time, but you never really listened because you'd rather hear your own voice than mine, even though I ended up right in the end. I'm done trying to pretend that I'm finding you because all it was a give and take instead of a give and give. See, I've decided that I can live without you too. I've got to get rid of you. You are the key to my lock, and my brain went into shock when I went into detox, but all of that paid off because I can breathe. I can breathe in the fresh air now. The smoke is finally cleared and I sniffed all of your poison out. Your toxins no longer ruin my day. My emotions targeted towards you no longer get in my airways and suffocate me. This atmosphere is full of clean air, and I no longer need your toxic presence there.
I'm Jahaura Sanders, and I'm representing Zen Arts. Zen Arts! And never gets old. And the poem I will be doing is called Guardian Angel. It's a persona poem, so it's not necessarily spoken from Jahaura's words, even though Jahaura wrote it. Think of me as your high school guidance counselor. Or think of me as your parole officer, or maybe even as your very own mother. I was there the very first moment you were born. I was there to be your pathfinder when you were lost in the midst of trouble, and I was there at your high school breaking point where finals were right around the corner. Yes, I was there, and you were never aware of the spiritual connection that we share. Your every thought, being, and every comprehension embedded into my very being. I am indebted to you. And I know that my existence is very beheading and hard to believe, but that's okay. I was made just for you. Think of me as a girl's favorite bra. Yeah. Or as a guy's favorite video game. Or maybe even as your very best friend. I was made to listen to your every problem. Even when you thought you were talking to yourself, I was made to provide you a fun and fictional distraction, to exercise your imagination, and I was made to give you unforeseeable support. to make you feel good about yourself. Yes, I was made as your shade to protect you from life's every blazing sunny ray. When it got a little bit too hot, I never let it burn you. The world right now is a city in summer, and I can be that conveniently placed skyscraper on that blazing sunny day. I am the brightest and most comforting darkness you can ever dream of. You can't see me. I am always watching you. But not in a creepy way or anything, but I am truly your true observer. I am many people in your life. I am many things in your day. I am you. I was made for you. I know it's not very comprehensive and your mind shouldn't be made conventional in order to understand what I am, what we are. Just know that I am there for you and I am whatever you may perceive me to be. I am the spiritual version of the red berets, white hoodies, and black combat boots that ride the streets like the good guy gang. I am not. Red bandanas with black baggy shirts that the city doesn't appreciate, Latin kings, BDK Bloods, or Crips, they're all the same goddamn beings. And the polar opposite of a demon. It's my honor-bound duty to ensure that you don't become like the humanoid mortal asshole that wears red bandanas and black baggy shirts that the city doesn't appreciate, or anything just as bad as that. Because although I am unearthly, the world is a very big place. I am just one person, one skyscraper, one shadow, one bra, one video game, one parole officer, and I may not be your real mother, but you're like my baby. I watch you sprout and grow from the moment you were born, and I will watch you wilt and crumble to the day you come home, and I spread my celestial wings like arms and wrap them around you. I can't wait to greet you, just like a guardian angel should.
My name is Leana, and I'm a junior representative of Sen Arts.
Sen Arts!
Here's my poem, Roadblock. There's a phrase I hate. It's the phrase, you're a girl who wouldn't understand. What do you mean I wouldn't understand? Explain woulda, I shoulda, and no, there isn't a coulda understand. My gender doesn't stop me because, you know, I do understand. My gender is not a cement box, can be filled with further understanding of how each way work. Not an alien in association or desperation due to the lack of communication, because that's why I'm doing it. Stereotypical to how the lady line work. Well, pardon me. Let me pick up my high heels and pinch the tip of my dress. Bow down and leave because clearly you're much too higher than me. My mind can't understand others because it seems to me you're associating my gender as a roadblock. My gender is not a roadblock. It does not define my past. I am not the girl in traveling pants. I am human. With and a heart of gold that shines brighter than your ignorance. Your ignorance have constructed these stereotypes to no end, yet limited the human mind of how we should act. We shouldn't act because we have to. You know, these stereotypes are constructed like our Chicago roads. Edgy, full of potholes, poorly structured, like this conversation, when you looked at me with your heavy eyes and said, you're a girl who understands. And so I say to you, with my heavy heart to your heavy eyes, you're a closed-minded, ignorant fool. Why would you understand?
Alright, our next poet is a sophomore at Sen Arts. As an incoming 8th grader, I remember I had the pleasure of auditioning and interviewing this student, and she did her monologue, and then I was like, oh, sure, now she's interviewing me. And I had to like really keep me on my game because I wanted her to come to school here, and she came to school here. So please welcome to the stage, Miss Ireon Roach.
Hello. Hi. My name is Ireon, but I forgot who I'm representing.
Sen Arts!
There it is. The name of this piece is Hello, Shakespeare. Hello, Shakespeare. I know I do, but do you remember where it all began for us? Preschool, slouching at the chairs that had to be at most 6 inches off the ground. As we stuffed our hands into sandboxes, watched the waterworks roll off, sniffed out questions, and then tasted the fruit of the sweet alphabet that you would learn to conquer, or misspelling our names on gray block thick line paper as Juliet, because we watch every little boy that stumbled by and declare him as our Romeo, or, oh my god, nap time. Where our dreams were laid out before us, before your cot could carry Arikari's suicidal intentions. Shakespeare, please tell me you remember where it all began, because I don't want you to end it. Hello, Shakespeare. Word on the street is you've been listening to Hamlet's father's ghost that began to sound a lot like your own tell you that life wasn't worth it anymore. Watch King Duncan paint your wrist red as Lady Macbeth laughed at them. Tasted victory on the sharp edges of your blade everything that glitters isn't gold. To be or not to be, you ask yourself. That is the question. Word on the street is you're already dead. That you walk yourself to the guillotine every night. That you've been buried alive because you can't seem to churn out one more scene without it finding its ending in your own. Hello, Shakespeare, would you mind telling me where it all went wrong? And don't give me that much ado about nothing bullshit. You used to construct your finest forms of iambic pentameter in my room before the ghost voice was stuck in your head, before Lady Macbeth could mop your blood so red. You used to tell me everything. So tell me why you couldn't take the air out of my throat before they had nailed your kamikaze coffin shut. I could have saved you just as your language has saved me. And I admit it's a bit disheartening, Shakespeare, that you were infected with the bubonic plague at every corner you returned to for help, but you never took a look around mine. Woe is me, Shakespeare, because I know why. It's because I had stopped taking the time to listen to your whispers of iambic pentameter so long ago in hopes that you wouldn't notice. But I had discredited you, as so many people do now, and forgotten that you knew everything. That any word that fixes itself to plunge into the earth off of my tongue will only fall stable because of your foundation. Shakespeare, I can't blame you for not coming to me then, but I can blame you for coming to me now. For trying to tame my shoe of a brain by sending your men disguised as red and white blood cell-stained porcelain bathtubs to spill your spoils of war with yourself all over me. I was fine, and now here you are. I'm sorry, Shakespeare. How are you? I hope you're fine, even though I know you aren't. Because I analyzed you in class today and I watched your powerful prose fall pointless. The kids at school will no longer do the honors of appreciating the foundation that you had built for them. I know you do, but now I remember where it all began. Preschool, misspelling our names as Juliet, when red was the color of A for apples, or hearts, or cherry popsicles, anything but Lady Macbeth's laughter. I remember listening to your iambic pentameter with all the wonder in the world, because trust me, that's what it deserves. Now every September's anniversary, I promise that when birds with beaks of bar dwindle near my window, whispering your pointless prose, I'll listen to them. Hello, Shakespeare. You are my midsummer night's nightmare. But I will never swap that for you. Thank you.
I'm representing Sen Arts. Sen Arts! And my poem is, hello, my name is okay. I'm the one always being left out and cut out. I'm the core of the apple, the part that no one eats, but the central part of the apple. Because without the part, there wouldn't even be an apple. Without the seeds from the core, there would be trees to grow more, but the end, it's thrown away. And that's me. I'll be central part of your growth. I help you grow from the ground, water you, feed you, give you all the sunlight you need. I'll watch your skyrocket to the top with all the other skyscrapers I help. I'll be waving from the ground while I'll stay, not by choice, but by fate. The fate to take care of others and not be taken care of. The fate to stay back and rock. They say, it's fine, Jill wouldn't mind. Have you thought why I don't mind? Which, by the way, I do. Because that this has been happening to me since the beginning. My needs crossed out for others. I'm left out and forgot. Which you see is ironic, because I said I'm at 5'9". My hair changed all the time like tongues. I color my hair the brightest colors that complement my tan peach skin. Maybe the colors aren't bright enough because I'm still not seen. I can B or C the whole damn alphabet, but I'm never plan A. I say, it's okay, even when it's not. I say so much, it's become my catchphrase. I say so much, it's become more of the name than one my grandmother gave me. So, hello, my name is It's Okay.
Hi, I'm Lady Robinson, and I'm representing Sen Arts.
Sen Arts!
And the name of my poem is called Misconceptions of the Poet, called Miss Right. There's always been some misconceptions about poets and poetry. 1. Roses aren't always red, and violets don't seem to be blue all the time. I mean, sometimes they're happy. 2. We're not all about writing poems at Starbucks tables discussing the next stanza over a latte like, oh my God, I'm really having a hard time right now. Hold on, let me find a way to add this to my intro. 3. It's not against the law to not snap after every line. By all means, clap if you need to. And we're not all peaceful too, honey. You'll get slapped if you need to. 4. 5. We're not always at open mics. 6. We don't do this for a living. Sorry for 8. There's no separation between rapping and poetry. The only difference is the absence of beats and clicks. 9. Not all poems rhyme. They don't have to. 10. You don't want to phrase. I could wear snapbacks with hoops in my ears if I wanted it. 11. Whoever thought all poets came from New York, try again. Slam was invented at the Green Mill in Uptown Chi-Town. Poetry slams aren't for everyone, but I believe everyone has an inner poet. 13. Not all poets are privileged. Commonly poets come from impoverished places. We don't write about rich, we write about real. On purposely contradicting with my fingertips, with lead and ink at my fingertips, I hope you fall in love with this art form. The words embedded in embossed form that you find this with weary red, beady teardrop eyes and your heart torn. That way the rhythm and misguided message of this hits you 10 times as strong. Listen to this with an open ear. And let me inscribe calligraphy with every breath of a line. Let me match this to your heartbeat. I want you to feel the beat for all my lines. I make my muscles and ligaments move to the right. I pray that every pen tap is a drum line, that every click inspires you to strive, that every scratch, scribble, and drop of sweat deepen roots of the soil to grow grapevines that'll lead you to create. Or 14, create till you're tired. I hope you fall in love with writing.
I'm Mellissa, and I'm representing There's another me out there, and the me that's here wants to know about it. I'm a different me around a different view. The seas open up to different forms of blue and show up in my eyes that the current you seems to like. Discs of blue ice stuck in the single me that always thinks about what it'd be like to look at another you with my current eyes, flowing like a current down the stream that fashions itself into different things like fish and rocks and leaves and you, the multiverse you. There is so much of you that I don't know. Who are you in this life, in your other lives? Who are you in my life? Friends, a relationship only just born. We are fresh, but also older and wiser in places we can't see and worlds we will never know. Your eyes catch sunlight like my breath catches when you say my name. Beautifully in a scary kind of way. Your chocolate brown contrasts with crystalline blue, clashing between different worlds, existing in our heads with a multiverse me and a multiverse you. I wonder which version of you I will meet next. I guess I'll have to find out when I see you in class. Update. I have to memorize every version of you there is. Tell me about the past, present, and future yous, forms of yourself you haven't even met yet. I want to meet all of them. Tell me more about your passions and hobbies. I want to see you glowing with love in your eyes from speaking about art. You say you're a thoughtful person and take moments to think about things that may or may not happen in this universe. Right here, right now, I really want to know what you've been thinking about me. You're a little bit distracting, I must admit, but I'd much rather joke with you than learn about systems of inequality. I'm in this class and I should be focusing on getting better at math, but all I can focus on is how you seem to keep focusing on me. Another multiverse me would scold you and get back to my work, and I'm so thankful that I'm here and not there. Because I guess with the multiverse theory, there are so many things both of us could have been, but we're not for so many different reasons, and to be quite honest, I don't even know you yet, but the astrologist in me wants to crack you open and let I don't even know you yet, but the astrologist in me wants to crack you open and let the universes bleed out so I can examine them. You are a multiverse you, and I am a scientist. I mean, I guess in another universe I am.
The name of my piece is called Untitled. I've gotten a couple love bars, so I guess I'm an expert. I've been used and abused and left alone. Each day I have meltdowns. I go to sleep, close my eyes, I have nightmares. You standing over me, clawing at my heart and soul as your L flies through my not exposed window. I lose myself. My identity, I'm lost. And at that moment, my love is gone. That 14 to my candle, that 5 to my candle, 14 to my February 10th, 13 to my Friday. As I weep blood tears after blood tears, like Mama Jane's flowers I whipped. And here I am again. But this time I'll use strong addiction. See, I stood frozen, feet stapled to ground. I spoke as my heart pounded. Each time I flatlined, I quickly rebound. And now I started to tell my story. I will illustrate that moment. So please get your composition books out. Please get your composition books out. See, I know dark cherries conveyed my story, but this one far transcends it. But this one far transcends it. See, as I spoke, no words came out. No words came out. I was... See, as I spoke, no words came out. I was tired. My tongue was tied. I tried and I tried, but my words went negative. But I didn't say nothing negative. I just swallowed my words. Words instead of coming out went back in. I said nothing. That's what I mean when I say negative. Now this is a new page. You telling me no? Well, I said no for you while you stood chunking your coke head, and for a moment I felt like shattered glass. And I'm not talking about scary movie, because Laugh on My Pain was not just a goofy movie. No, it was how I was feeling. As I stumbled out like 1, 2, 3, you chopped down my tree. Yes, that shade is gone. I am nothing but just mere bones. The type the museum puts up in an exhibit and call it the hopeless loser. A couple of bars forgotten. I'm an expert, I guess. And as an expert, I know that the light will shine and pull me out of this place.
Lately, from underneath my comforter, I've been hearing your eyes shut when you go to sleep across town. I've been hearing jumps and jubilee across street sidewalks. Juniper was our favorite word, as our grins would stretch wide into berry smiles as we stretched out our syllables. Our plans barely made it on my syllabus because it was all spontaneous, but craziness was in our nature and we were wild. Our skin drenched in wind-blown rushes and stripped by lake-time swims, this path was paved by summer sun. The trails of our dirty Converse and RC Cola kisses competed with the hickeys I would get from mosquitoes. Sweat shimmers sweetly as it soaks into our clothes and onto our hands as we held each other's. I loved your stench. Within my breath, I thought I could taste it. A whiff of sweat and moon, death in June. I wanted to wrap it up like a blanket. Like a noose around my neck, I wanted to taste it. Loud hellos with loud sweet kisses and soft tongues and soft eyes and firm grips and firm grabs and fast beats and fast noise and sweet you with sweaty palms that held sweating glasses that mixed your lips with crimson dye that mixed with me. Honey, caking my neck and delving into my pores, I could have sworn I was turning gold by the way you looked at me. I thought I was royal. You were my rooftop king as we kicked up rocks and climbed up rolling revelations as we peeked at our outing of innermost secrets, because sunsets and sun salutations were the best goodbyes we could ever get. But goodbyes were tucked away behind warm breezes under rain clouds. Goodbyes were cut short like cut-off jeans that were packed away. Goodbyes were rushed down a river with laughter in the water. Our hellos lasted through the summer. Loud hellos with loud sweet kisses and soft tongues and soft eyes and firm grips and firm grabs and fast beats and fast noise and sweet you with sweaty palms that held sweating glasses, holding Kool-Aid that dipped your lips with crimson dye that mixed with mine of green grass. But together, we made a sickly color. Together, we made a muddy mess like the rainstorms we ran through that one June day, full of berry smiles and muddy converse and conversation that made us into warriors. Forehead wet, arms wet, back wet from rain, sweat, and regret. I wiped the crust from your eyes, but there are no more dreams, no more red sunsets, no more sunscreen embraces. The perspiration is white from our faces. We are cold. And our skin is translucent with ice and snow that breaks down our insides. But you know, sometimes from underneath your comforter, I can hear your eyes open up when you wake up. Woo!
Hi, I'm Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. I'm representing Sen Arts.
Sen Arts!
The bomb team, and here's my amazing ultimate inaugural address as King of the World. Well, here I am, in the flesh. The evil and terror all rolled into one human existence. I know how sad you all must feel. Truthfully, I can't even believe this is all real. You all lost valuable items. Who am I kidding? Everything, but it's my deck to deal. I know I've done a lot of damage, and when I'm dead, I won't be missed. I mean, heck, let's just go down the list. Your babies are my soldiers. I've committed more than enough murders. I initiated a disease that makes you turn teal green. I'm a sexual fiend. My name is more known than Tiger Woods or Charlie Sheen. But wait, there's more. And no, it's not Jesus knocking at your door. I'm an evil monstrosity, a creature, 10 times the terrorist, dentist, the man, featuring contact lenses. I'm a goon, a regular hoodlum from the Black Lagoon. I'm a king who was born to do the wrong thing. I'm the hypocrisy that you complained about to mommy and daddy. I'm the last row in the left sad-ass tone when you said bye forever to Granny. I'm the boy recently made a four-door firework that booms louder than a bomb. Now you run more than Aaron Charles or Bunny. I put real people in this crash test dummies. I can't wait to be official in January. It was me that made Ebola airborne. Hell, I invented it. I break hearts because I love seeing them torn. A Grim Reaper compared to me ain't shit. If I see you backstabbed, I'll push the knife deeper. I'll make cancer your heart's keeper. I'm an unstoppable creeper. I remember I spoke with plans, but you all didn't believe. Now you all see what I achieved. I remember one by one I instituted malaria, and also when I stepped on your scabs of eczema. Now I shoot off darts of lymphoma and spread across the world an epidemic of gout and malicious hepatitis. I made must children must be born, and trackers must be worn, and I'll make it to where you eat rat ass and popcorn. In an instant, if my name is scorned, I'll make from a distance your tongue will be torn. Execution is punishment if I hear plans to overthrow me or conform. I thought being the good guy, but it's more fun to be the villain. Just for fun, I'll stick my foot up your ass and rip you a new one over and over again. I can't see straight, so I need glasses, but even without them I can see a liar's true face. And I say, let the baddest of the bad stay bad, and if my minions had to take on their own opinions, let them take on incinerations bigger than any basic flame. I'm 17 and in charge. 18 years ago, power and malevolence was imminent. I'm Jeremy the Horrific, a bad seed, and have been since '97. Captain _ Horrific, oh damn you on Instagram. J. Cole Killer, give me a snap. Watch out, 2015.
My name is Olivia Shine, and I'm representing Sen Arts. And this is my piece, The Heart in its Entirety. I hugged the tile as if it were you. Bathroom floors have met another me behind closed doors. I'm spilling again, and I can really taste it this time. Running like rivers into the rivets of the floor. The tile cannot absorb my need. It is closed like my locked door. It doesn't really need to be locked because it's pushing 1 o'clock and I almost wish it were the afternoon to have an excuse to be looked for, but the only thing that really sees is this tile floor. I am spilling again. And I can really taste it this time. Opening. Like oceans, droplets dripping, running, rushing, raging, folding over one another. I am folded. Waves of this skin nest its fellow comrade. It creates cups for itself to fall into. This body has become comfortable in collapse. How to feel safe when it spills. My skin starts for you, but you are now the tile, so my skin seeps into the tile. I am spilling again. And the tile can really taste it this time. Counting. Each drop of sanity liquid leaves me endlessly pouring a stream, coating the tile with my sob salt. You left me ever full, so now I beg for release. This liquid leaves me, and I'm tasting it this time. Your brine has pickled me into goosebumps, and I feel them all over. It's the kind of sour you just love to eat, the pucker, the wince, and the tip of the tongue sweet. You need an acquired taste acquired just for me, it seemed, but I was never welcome to the tasting, so I guess you could say I'm feeling a little salty. This time, now I'm just a little girl who builds sand castles along your shore so you can knock them down when you're bored, but I only wanted to play in the puddles, you see, but I got seas instead. Now I see how easy it is to get swept away by your seas. The salt is blinding me, filling me. I am ever full. I am always tasting. Darling, I'm just waiting for you to take me because your embrace is euphoria, and I cannot comprehend this ecstasy of colors that crash up against one another when we roll with our animal waters, baby, though I'm stuck in salt water. I often feel that our bodies are rivers crossing paths when the current happens to be perfect, and this occurrence is what makes me think drowning is worth it, but I'm the one spilling, and I can really taste it this time. I try to soothe my shaking with shower steam, but this only mixes into a mirage like desert heat. I'm ever thirsty, I'm barely seeing glimpses of you, I am reaching for touches of you, I'm straining to hear snippets of you because all is warm when I'm with you, and I never really like the sun, but if it beckons you warm one, then I'll retract my reins so I can bask and stumble simultaneously across the spans of every grain of you. I'm clutching this crumbling hallucination so I don't have to taste it this time, I'm still swimming. Hoping that maybe I'll make a mini sea for us to swim in, but you're not here, you're just tile. Supporting my circled spine, curled around the full tub, and the running sink, and the endless drip ticking time. My heart is a suicide bomber, my high hopes are higher than the tallest cowards. I can really taste you this time. I can really taste you this time. I can really taste you this time. You and this new despair, this new lament, filling my notebooks like tears fill tile. I am spilling again, and you are filling me again, just so I can spill again. But I'm never full nowadays, and the tile never comes back.
This is my piece, One Night, and I'm representing Sen Arts.
Sen Arts!
People, they confuse it. I'm called Four Eyes because I have 2 eyes and I need 2 more. 2 eyes are better than 4, yet 1 is better than none. People think I'm rude when I don't please them, when I have my plans and I'm better than them. People call me whack when they see I'm black, when I don't talk whack, I'm a money in stats. Dad called me skinny when I feel so fat, when I look at that, I can't stand that fact. Fatty! My best friend condemned me to hell. Said God sends gays to hell. Said change like I'm under a spell. And I hate you, you're going to hell. My teacher said be a man, Kenny, you can't cry again. I tell him something pretty because I'm blinded by my shell. One night, if you had one last night, would you spend it right? So you won't miss me? So I'm not Mr. Right? Okay. You want to run around with him? Okay. You want to act like you're perfect? No way. Drums go rumbling, mind goes numb again, football bubbling, words so sudden and string solo coming in, world's smallest violin, so sad I'm crumbling, my bad feelings won again. So much anger and my eyes bust open, stop what I'm doing, my heart bust open, you walk by, I feel like I'm hit by a bullseye. Bad, get bad vibe, goodbye, goodbye. I tried so hard to get my brain turned on, but my brain went numb, yeah, my brain went dumb. When the truth is, no excuses gonna make up for the lack of fulfillment. Being real yet? One night, if you had one last, everything you think you know doesn't matter. Go off instinct, not a pattern. Pretend this is your last night. Everything might just go right. Stop thinking about them silly judgments. They're gonna bug you, offend them, offend you. Why don't you just love you? You want them to love you? Why don't you just love you? You want them to love you, so why don't you love you? You offend yourself thinking that you aren't great. A judgment is made when you think you're better because someone's portrayed is better than you, so you show and tell. Make them less than you because you're scared to be the one labeled as perfection. Imperfection is really just a figment due to you. Look at me. Do you see perfection or a collection of misfortunate distractions? Stop judging me! Just be you. Let greatness become you.
I'm growing up in Chicago, where everything is fine, unless the sun is up or the sun is down, or today in the summertime. I don't know where to go anymore. I don't know where to go anymore. Now, I've been to a funeral for every year of my life. But of course, some years were skipped, so some years I went twice, and the math seems right. Because if you stare and listen to the tick of the clock, you stare into the barrel of the tick of the Glock, in the next 6 seconds, a mother has to help her child make a 6-foot drop, while I just went to Nick's to get a gyro with fries and a can of pop. Just like a pop with a block when the cops stop by. Now you locked with a rock with no alibi. You got caught by the boss, can't sell a supply. Now you run into your mama in a body bag like, my bullets don't have a name, but even if they did, they still be nameless. She says the quicker the death, the quicker the death, the quicker the death, the less painless. Because I didn't get a chance to say I love you or I told you so, or whisper whisked away white widow remedies from the olden golden days. Now I sell golden gems of blood, sweat, tears, and bullet shell casings from my in-home candy store. Population control, population gone right. Okay, but our population won't die. Now, while those shootings are gang related, the ones that are related to the gangs are the ones that make it, but that's okay. Because all baby wanted was to make the front page. Now look, he made the obituary in the news all in the same day. Maybe some bullets are nameless, maybe they just say you, and if a bullet ever finds me, make sure that you do too. You and a blade from one of your boys then slit my wrist for me to at least make it look like it was my choice. I'm growing up in Chicago where man does time fly. Where the life of a person becomes so worthless, there's little time to say bye-bye. Oh, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. Streets and corners become vigils for mourners to stand till the morning, mourning a lost soul. Oh, what did you say? See, I stay a block away from where baby got shot because it was out too late or at the wrong place at the wrong time when the block was hot. Wait, wrong place at the wrong time. Must I rewind? See, that baby lived there. That baby's house was on that street. Now my mother is grieving. She can't rock about her baby to sleep anymore. She don't know.